As fast as I can write, these thoughts are running through my mind.
Today I saw the sadness in the eyes of 14 girls. They were in the girls' unit for various reasons, but their expressions were all the same. Confused, lost,
Positive thing of being in the halls was that I started to make use of my time
doing what my name is, and then start an intelligent conversation. To me, an intelligent conversation is talking about things that
I want to let the rain wash away the pain I have, wash away my past, most importantly, wash away the names they have labeled me. Never do I want to be labeled as a wart, a convict, a detainee, or a danger to society.
During all of this time though, I was fighting, I was getting in gang fights, I was like being hella bad, but the only thing that I did that was conducive to me was like writing. It was like when I would be alone, or even when I wasn't alone, you know what I'm saying? It would be like when I really felt something, when I felt like I had too many emotions in my body, that I was about to explode, I just wrote it down. And over the years, I guess I honed it into a perfection, you know what I'm saying? It's art now.
Me going to juvenile hall a lot when I was younger and wanting to write for the beat, first I used it to get out of my room. And I mean, that's a common story with a lot of young adults or whatnot. And I basically, I took into it because I like to write. That's the way I get a lot of frustration. It makes me happy. Even when I'm happy, I like to write. I write about good things. So it plays a big part of my emotions. However I feel, that's what I write. And I like to write. I like to see my writing on paper because it feels like history, and you can't take that away from me.
I was born here in San Francisco, in Valencia Gardens, which is housing projects. Majority of the race is African American. Everybody, majority in the neighborhood, was either selling dope, turf fighting. It was in a negative environment to be brought into.
I came here from Nicaragua when I was 13, I think, 13, yeah, straight to Delhi City. One of my brother was, he was a member of this gang, and then I just liked it. I just like kick it with them, you know what I mean? Until I got to the point where I got really enrolled in it, like really enrolled into the gang life.
I remember I was a little kid and stuff, and my cousins, that's like a gang-infested area. My cousins were gangbangers and stuff, and they always used to like bring people to the house and stuff. So I seen like gangs and stuff hella early. Like I seen people like shooting each other. And
you are what you experience. I was becoming what I was experiencing in my neighborhood, and what I was experiencing as a young man was drug sales, drugs in my home, my parents on drugs, people I knew around or hung around selling drugs, people that I grew up with involved in gangs. I just naturally went with the flow of those things. I wasn't a really standout guy. I wasn't creating no new paths for how to live our lives in the barrio. I was just kind of following the same path that all the rest of my generation was following.
Through the years, I wanted to get in the street and sell drugs because that's what I seen. I didn't see anybody going to college or getting ready to go to work or take care of business. The people that I seen those people all day, every day because they were a product of the same society.
It's really hard to get out. Once you're really used to your friends, to do this, to drink up, to be with the ladies, to be the chingon, be the man, be tight. You know what I mean? Be respected from everybody, everybody from the hood. They see you as the man. You know what I mean? Someone tight, someone sick. Then you want to keep that reputation like that. You know what I mean?
When I got incarcerated, locked up with my friends for conspiracy robbery, and yeah, that was the only struggle I had to come over, is because it's you know, you're fighting against a lawyer trying to prove a point, and therefore my point wasn't proved, and you know, I still had to serve time for, you know, being the innocent one, or I guess as the law would say, I was there for the incident, so therefore, you know, I had to do time for that too.
I was a slick ass, you know, I thought, and to keep it real, I thought it was slick too. Like, the more you think, like, I think if you think you're like slick and stuff, that's when you get caught, because that's what I used to say, oh, I'm never getting caught up. look, I got caught up.
I was only 13 years old. They felt that they could do something else with me. They felt that I could change. I ended up going to YA, California Youth Authority, and only doing 5 years.
And what I have learned was, as a turning point from being locked up, was to choose your friends. Well, I chose the right ones is for the fact that you just gotta get away from it sometimes, and you just sometimes gotta be the bigger, better person and tell them from what's right and what's wrong.
Raven Wood today is what I see a successful young man who works for the beat and who is trying to change and still is changing to be a better person. He knows what he wants in the future. He knows he needs education. He's working as hard as he can, and he's still internally struggling with his past life.
But for the most part, I'm going to City College and trying to educate. Well, not trying, actually I am educating myself so I can get a better paying job, hopefully. I just went to Banana Republic for an interview the other day, and I don't know, man, I was just as, qualified for a position there at Banana Republic as any of the other 4 cats that was there to apply. But it was only one thing: I got a jacket. I'm an ex-felon, and so I think that stopped me from getting the job. I think she knew, the woman who was doing the interviews, I think she knew that I wasn't going to get the job before I even went and sat down in the seat.
I think now is like the highest point in my life because I'm a young lady now. I understand life a little more better than I did when I was young. I'm not as naive. I work, I go to school, and I get good grades.
Every day's a good day for me, just to know that I'm free again, that I'll be able to breathe the fresh air and just do whatever. When I do whatever I want, just to know that I could walk in and out my door and use the restroom and eat whatever I want. That alone makes me happy.
Now, this point in my life, I'm finishing up high school. I just completed my independent study program, and I'll be registering into Laney College and taking up some business classes, probably some small business or international business classes. And my goals into doing that is to open up my own business, probably starting off with a clothing store where I'll be launching my own clothing line.
I participated in a dialogue with the youth here in the community where we translated their language that was written into a visual language that translates, and transcends all the borders, all the cultures, that has international theme to it. We participated in this dialogue that was revolutionary in this community, that brought people together from different backgrounds, from different neighborhoods, and helped them find commonality, helped them find that shared experience that fosters unity and solidarity,